Hello, everyone. I'm Tim, and I've helped co-teach coding at Happiness Toolbox a couple times before. And I was going to tell you a little bit about this year, what we're going to do. As you can see, it's kind of a little different, but I think there's going to be a lot of fun things we can still do, even though we are socially distanced. And I want to tell you about them a little bit today. The first one is probably going to look familiar to those of you who've done coding at Happiness Toolbox before. We're going to use the code.org website. So this is an online website that takes you through different coding skills and helps you practice them. So last year we focused on this dance party, and there's a whole bunch of other ones that I'll introduce you to and talk a little bit about some of those. And this year, we're not just going to be doing things on the computer. We're going to try and do some things offline. And so this, some of you I think did try this out last year, but what we're going to do is actually try and build a candy structure here that can support a big textbook like this for 10 seconds. That's the challenge. And it should be pretty hard, pretty challenging, but that's okay. That's part of what we're going to be practicing is, and that's something that we do a lot in coding is sometimes you build something, it doesn't quite work out the first time. And so trying to learn from that, trying to observe how things might have failed so that we can try it again in the future and improve on something. Another activity we might do is you might notice I'm wearing this bracelet. This is actually the letter T encoded in binary code. So that's the language that computers speak. Here's a whole bunch of different letters encoded as binary. And so we're going to be learning a little bit about binary code, but also making these cool bracelets to just sort of practice it. And finally, a couple other things we're going to be doing is talking about building an app. So what does it take to build an app for someone? Well, you're going to have to practice some skills that we've done in the Happiness Toolbox in the past, thinking about problems from other people's perspective, working on our empathy, our creativity, and some strength spotting to try and design an app for someone else. So they might have different needs and different set of requirements. So it's about learning some of the skills that it takes to try and put yourself in someone else's shoes and build something for someone else. That's a really helpful thing to learn in software development. And finally, we're also going to be practicing some computational thinking. So a lot of what computer science is about is actually problem solving. So even if you don't become a coder, it's a very useful, there's a lot of useful skills that you can still learn from practicing coding that will help you problem solve better. So we're going to learn more about algorithms, decomposition, so breaking problems down into smaller pieces, abstraction, so trying to make one solution that could work on a couple different problems. So like recognizing what problems, some of the common issues with problems and solving them, and pattern matching, which is about like finding similarities between things. And we're going to do this through playing this game, but the trick is we're not going to teach you the rules to the game. You'll have to figure them out yourself, and that's part of how you can get to thinking about thinking in a computational way. Practice your problem solving. And as part of that, I'm going to teach you a trick of how you can add up numbers between like say 1 and 200. So think about trying to write that problem out by hand. That would take you a long time. But one of the things that I think is cool about math is you can unlock kind of these secrets, these like, they call them hacks sometimes, or magic tricks that basically let you work on problems, work on what seems maybe at first a really hard problem to break it down into something that's easier to do. And I think that's one of the things that I love about math and computers is you can figure out these really cool problems and how to solve them. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of some of the things we may do this year. And I look forward to catching up with everyone and seeing you online. So hope you're all safe and look forward to working with you soon. Bye-bye.